episode of Caribbean Focus TV. Yeah, this is your girl, Cherrie Garden. And you're in store for a very exciting, interesting episode. You know, I have none other than a one and only big bad DJ Ezzy B.
What's up, Atlanta? What's up, Cherrie? Welcome back to Caribbean Focus TV. And yes, I am DJ Ezzy B, and I'm so happy to be right back here on Caribbean Focus TV. Another great show in store for you guys today, so make sure you keep it locked right here to your favorite Caribbean Focus TV.
Yeah, man, that's right. You know, Caribbean Focus TV is always going to bring you the best in Caribbean culture and just what's happening in the international community diaspora right here in Atlanta. So keep it locked.
And of course, guys, if you want some more information, you can also follow us on our social media pages. We're available on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Twitter. So make sure you follow us, Caribbean Focus TV.
That's right. And if this is your first episode or you happen to miss last week Friday's episode, make sure you log on to the website, www.caribbeanfocus.tv. Yes, that's how it go. So on there you can see past episodes because Caribbean Focus TV did debut from a long time, you know. Or so you can check out the past episodes as well as full-length interviews, because you know we can't fit the full-length interviews in the 30 minutes that we'll have all the time, but that's where you can go and peruse through the website. Make sure that you send us an email if you like what you see, or if you want to make sure that you can advertise and reach out to the entire Atlanta community about your business, event, anything you have going on. Make sure you send us an email, caribbeanfocustv@gmail.com.
So don't go anywhere, anybody, because we're coming back with a whole lot more right here on Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm Avisha.
I'm Jewel Melissa,
And I'm Lady Precious.
and this is Caribbean Focus TV.
Stay focused.
Welcome back to the show here on Caribbean Focus TV. Now, did you know that human rights is celebrated in the month of December? Cherrie, did you know that?
I didn't know that. Is the whole month?
It is the whole month.
What? You see, I knew that December 10th was the Human Rights Day, mostly in the UN. It's recognized in the UN.
It's celebrated by the United Nations.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying that the whole month is actually Universal Human Rights Month.
Absolutely, and of course, and lately in the media, we see a lot of incidents between law enforcement and people of color actually, where police brutality, incidents is just taking place. It's just all of a sudden we just seen that influx of issues.
Well, I feel like it's always really been around, but it's just, I don't know, right now, especially because of social media, people have the ability to really promote their movement and their initiatives.
Absolutely.
So you have the hashtags, you have the I Can't Breathe hashtag. What else you have? The
we have the Black Lives Matter.
Yes,
Black Lives Matter.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I feel like you're able to really create a movement now with the tool of social media and television.
But what you said it right, because again, can you imagine without the phones, the iPhones, and the Android phones now, where people are not taking videos, what happened in the past?
Yeah.
Now we actually seen exactly what's happening behind the scenes that we never saw before.
That's true.
So here on Caribbean Focus TV, we're going to show you a little bit more of some of the things that happens out there today in our communities, which we have to be made aware of.
Right. We're going to educate you guys, and we also want to dedicate this episode to the victims of that kind of violence. So today's episode is, do you know your human rights?
Do you know your rights?
Make sure you guys
stay focused.
Sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Though the road in life is rough, just sleep over my soul. One more time. Sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Though the road in life is rough, just sleep over my soul. Say every morning I will sing a song of praise to Him. He's the King of Kings. Every morning I will rise, every morning I will sing, every evening I will lift my voice. Lift my voice and pray. Oh, baby. And though the billows roll and tempest blow, touch a sweet over my soul. One more time, sweet over my soul. Sweet over my soul. Though the road in a life is love, touch a sweet. Remember this one at that time. My pocket is empty, no money to buy. God knows I'm hungry. Sweep over my soul, sweep over my soul. Though the road in life gets rough, just sweep over my soul. Blessed love, this is Luciano the Messenger, and you're watching Caribbean Focus. Stay focused. God bless.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for keeping it locked to Caribbean Focus TV. As I said, this episode, we really want to educate you and prepare you to know what to do in certain situations, especially when dealing with law enforcement. So the first thing we really want to touch on is the Fourth Amendment Bill of Rights, okay? The Fourth Amendment from the Bill of Rights. So I'm going to go ahead and read that out, because what that states is that the right of the people is to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or confirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
So that means you just cannot be violated against your own rights. You too have rights, even when you think that you've been violated against, or you've been victimized by your own law enforcement, which is there to protect you. You too can be protected by the Fourth Amendment rights.
All right, guys. So the big question is, what to do if you get pulled over by the police? Sir Ezzy, what do you think?
All right, so first of all, you must be polite. All right, always remember you must be polite, but at the same time, you have the rights to remain silent.
Okay, so I have the right to remain silent. So how am I going to be silent but still be polite? Like, I mean, basically, I don't have to answer anything that they ask me, right?
Well, there's still basic questions that the officer is going to ask you. And when I say being polite, you don't want to just be silent and not respond. Because remember now, the codes, there is a code for every situation out there. Trust me, okay? Now, you don't want the burden of proof to be placed against you in the court of law. So if the police ask you for your basic information, your license, insurance, you definitely want to respond to that and give them that information, because this is a basic requirement that is required by the code of law or by the state in which you reside.
So you have to identify yourself.
You have to identify yourself. You have to. Because guess what? If you fail to identify yourself, that too can be a violation.
Oh. Well, sometimes they want to ask me all sorts of questions like, so where are you heading to? Where are you coming from?
And that's where you have the right to remain silent, because this is personal.
So I can just smile and nod like, is that what I should do? What does you have the right to remain? I can just be like,
Well, you know, but then it comes back again, because, you know, asking you questions about where you came from, that's where you have the right to remain silent or request an attorney, because that's your right. It's stated in the Fourth Amendment.
Okay.
You know, officers asking personal questions, where you came from, where you're going, who you're going to meet, are just some of the questions that you don't really have to answer, but have your representative answer for you. But remember, keep in mind that you definitely want to give them the basic information that is required, which is your license and insurance, because you don't know what you're being stopped for. And the first thing that comes to mind, it will be a traffic violation. And the only traffic violation that exists at the time possible is required from your license and insurance.
Okay. But what should I say? Like, I'm not just gonna stare at the officer and just be like, when he's asking me a question and I'm not saying anything. What should I say to him?
Well, always keep in mind, remember I said earlier, you must be polite. You must be very much polite to the officer. But also in your politeness, you can simply say, I choose not to answer this question. Simple. I choose not to answer this question.
Okay.
Very simple.
I choose not to answer that question.
No, not with a swag. Whatever you do, just be polite and say it.
So what else can I do? What's another thing that's we need to know about if we get pulled over?
Well, you have to know your rights in terms of consent to such a vehicle as well.
Ah.
Okay.
So I can tell them, so if they don't need to search my vehicle, right? So if they ask me to search my vehicle, I can be, I know my rights. They don't need to do that.
No consent to such a vehicle. But however, if the officer sees something suspicious in your vehicle, that will give him the rights to such a vehicle. Of course, if you try to throw away something or get rid of something that may be suspicious, then that can be a right to enter your vehicle.
Okay. All right. So that means that don't throw anything out the window after you see the police officer light come on. And make sure no strange things are sitting in view.
Make sure you're not driving with anything illegal in your vehicle. Put it that way.
Dirty. No riding dirty. Ride clean.
Clean ride.
Yes. So I'm sure a lot of people want to know then what if you get arrested? What rights do you have?
Well, if that's the case, Cherrie, a pretty girl just go to jail.
No!
But I tell you what, guys, always remember, like I said earlier in the show, you always must remain calm and be polite, but always request your rights to talk to your attorney.
Well, honey, look, orange is not the new black, so I am definitely not going to be the one going to jail. I'm a good girl, you see me?
Be a good girl, okay?
Yes. So, all right, let's say, so of course I'm not going to be arrested, so how can we end the conversation, if it seemed like the police officer is dilly-dallying, I don't know, like, what can I do to see if he's finished?
Well, if there is no violation occurred between you and the police officer, you still don't just walk away. It's like being pulled over on the side of the street while you're driving your vehicle, and all of a sudden he gives you back your driver's license and you just speed off again. That too can irritate the officer. He can come at you again for another violation if there was one in the first place. But in this case where there is no violation occurred, you still want to just take your time and calmly walk away from the scene. Don't run, don't be aggressive, but before you do so, still ask the officer, is it free to walk away? Is it free to go, for example?
I can say, am I free to go?
Am I free to leave now, officer?
We're done? We're finished here?
No, we're not done. What I talk about?
All right, so you're just going to say, am I free to go? Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You have any more tips or things that you would advise the people,
Absolutely, of course. But if the officer stops you and let's say, for example, you may be irate for some other reason, especially being stopped by the police officer because you think you've been violated or you haven't been doing anything wrong, okay? One thing you don't want to do is to dip your hands in your pocket or try to pull out your cell phone, because guess what? The police tells you to stop. All of a sudden you may have the good intentions of recording this whole conversation, but he doesn't know that you're going to pull out the phone, and it can be very, very, very dangerous. Just deep, putting on something that's very innocent.
Yes. All right. So no reaching in the pockets, no sudden motions.
No aggressive actions.
No aggressive actions.
Absolutely.
Just be calm, cool, collected, polite, sweet.
Yeah.
What else you say? So what if I feel like my rights are still being like violated? Like I feel like there wasn't any reason for him to search the car. Him just trying to ask me all sorts of strange questions. Where my parents from? If me can speak better English or any craziness like that.
Well, in that case, Cherrie, what you want to do is to make sure you get as much information as you possibly can. For example, you get the name of the officer, his badge number, possibly even the precinct that he works from, and you can freely file a complaint at the end of the whole commotion if there is one. Okay. Okay. You can always do that because again, it's still your right to file a complaint against the officer if you think you've been violated against.
So I should document so I can. It's okay if I reach for a pen.
Yes.
I can reach for a pen to
yes,
write
you can reach for a pen. Just make sure you're not deep into something that's hidden.
All right.
Make sure you can see that pen on the dashboard or in your pocket.
Maybe I'll just tell the officer, sir, I'm gonna reach for a pen right now. Okay, this is a pen I'm getting. So
well, but it's still, but again, you know, don't be. A lot of people are scared to even ask the officer for the name. Let's say, for example, I mean, the name tag is there, and it should be visible at all times. A lot of people are very scared to even ask the officer, "What's your name?" Well, you have the right to do that as well. He has the right to identify himself, even if his ID is there. He still have the right to say, "Okay, what's your name, officer? What's your badge number?"
Okay.
If he doesn't give you that, then we have a problem. But then again, that's why you have an attorney.
Okay.
Especially if you have a violation against you.
Okay. All right, guys. I hope you had your pen and paper out and jotting down and called the kids in the room and let them learn and understand. Especially, you know, I don't want to say just especially the males, but you know what I'm saying. Like the way officers deal with females sometimes deal with males a little differently. Sometimes, maybe it's because we can bat our eyelashes and be like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
But always remember, through this whole ordeal, you still want to maintain your politeness, keep calm to the whole situation, because again, the calmer you are, you may get a better reaction from the officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Make sure you keep it locked in. Stay focused.
Atlanta! Are you focused?
Every Friday at 6:30 p.m.
Your Caribbean culture,
News
and entertainment. Caribbean Focus TV with Cherrie Garden
and Corey Renee. Log on to CaribbeanFocus.tv.
Stay focused!
Caribbean Focus TV will bridge the gap and bring us together.
Hey, this is your boy J Dube. How ya doing? We're gonna do something quick, okay? Let's see who's on air. Everton Blender. Everton Blender.
Yeah, this is Everton Blender.
Everton Blender. What I'm doing with my people right now.
And you're watching Caribbean Focus.
Okay, whose business is that?
Nobody no business.
What?
Look like nobody no business.
For real?
Well, nobody no business. The words that Marcus Garvey said.
Everton Blender, just tell them, please.
Let me now tell them on a Caribbean Focus, man. Everton Blender said, stay focused. Remember, bless.
Yes, every Friday, 6:30 p.m. on AIB Network. Stay focused.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sound Explosion Entertainment LLC invite you to the second anniversary and official launch party of the all-new 106 Live Radio Studio, taking place on Saturday, December 5th.
that's what I wanted to hear.
At 5 p.m. at the Metro Fun Center, 1959 Metropolitan Parkway Southwest, Atlanta. Check out our live broadcast with special guest appearances. Become a sponsor and take advantage of our end-of-year promotion on the radio. For details, call 404-910-4589 or stay tuned in at www.106liveradio.com.
Looking to sell, lease, or buy a home? Do you need to stop a foreclosure? Real estate advisor Courtney McFarland can help. Call 678-313-4831 or visit CourtneyMcFarland.metrobrokers.com. He helped me, he can help you too. 678-313-4831.
All right, guys. Now, after class, we're going to give you a little bit of entertainment. Check out Freddie Jackson. Okay, ladies, make sure you sit on the edge of your seat. We have the one and only Freddie Jackson from performing at Fusion 2 right here in Atlanta at Wolf Creek Amphitheater. Make sure you keep it locked in. Stay focused.
Would you come? You can scream, baby, scream. Would you come and give me some tasty?
CFTV viewers, we are here with the one and only Freddie Jackson. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing fine. We just got off stage, some hyperventilating, sweating, and things like that. It's like having a workout and then say, let's talk. But I can work it out both out. But everything was wonderful. The audience was magnificent. I got friends in the audience that I haven't seen in a minute. So this is good news. I'm really happy to be here. I love Atlanta. It's the peach of my heart.
The peach of your heart. Wow.
Yeah.
You're a creative lyricist still.
Yes, yeah, you must be. You know, and when it comes from the heart, it's easy to flow. You know, my mother used to say, what comes from the heart will reach the heart. And it stays there, too.
That's true, and we could really see that your passion comes from the heart on stage. I mean, just in your performance, it was energetic, it was electrifying. Where do you get all of that energy from? Stamina.
Well, yeah, I left New York City. I had a pickup call at 4:30 this morning. Yeah, so which meant I had to be up at 3 o'clock. And then, of course, we got here and we came straight into sound check. So I'm still running on New York City time, but the thing about it, it's show business, and this is what it calls for. Listen, I've done worse than this. I've gotten off a plane from Europe and then had to go back to New York City. But this is what I love to. This is what I signed on for, and it is what it is. And I'm still enjoying it. After 30 years, it has its bumps and bruises, but I'm still enjoying it.
Yes. A lot of people have been saying you totally dominated, the 80s, the early 90s, and you're still on tour right now. Are you releasing new music and everything?
I have a new album coming out this year. It'll be my 30th year anniversary CD celebration for 30 years. Yay! They said I wouldn't get 3 years, but look, I got a few more added on, huh? You see, you can't believe the hype, What God has planned for you belongs to you. That's correct. And that's the power of God, not the power of man. So we're going to have this CD to come out. I'll have 6 brand new songs. And we're going to remix some of the other special songs that you know and love. And I also have my cookbook coming out in October at the same time. I've taken 30, everything is in 30s except my age. But
hey, the calendar age doesn't matter.
Calendar attention, As a matter of fact, I covered it up with black tape. Whatever works for you, right? But it's called 30 Days to Romance. I've taken 30 of my songs and I put recipes to them. So you got a jam tonight dish, you got a rock me tonight seafood, you got a nice and slow that simmers, and we got a tasty love, but I can't divulge that. Uh-oh. That's a nighttime dish.
Ladies, did you see that Freddie Jackson performance? I'm a DJ, but Freddie Jackson definitely makes me feel like I want to sing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go home and try to sing right next, okay? But don't forget, tomorrow, December 5th, is the second anniversary and the official launch of the 106 Live Radio Studio, which is taking place at the Metro Fun Center, 1959 Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta. So make sure you come out and check us out. Our very first broadcast takes place at 5 p.m. And of course, Caribbean Focus TV is going to be right up front and center, the first official launch of the 106 Live Radio Studio here in Atlanta. All right, so stay focused and check us out.
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the information and entertainment that we brought you here on the show today on Caribbean Focus TV.
Caribbean Focus TV.
Yeah.
I love when you do that.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what them can get, man. Oh, yeah, delay, so.
I tell you what, guys, make sure you check out our service tab on the navigation bar because we have advertising packages for you guys. So make sure no business is too small to advertise here on Caribbean Focus TV. We got commercials, sponsorships, artist spotlights, and everything else that you want to bring forward about your business, your events. Make sure you check us out at Caribbean Focus TV. All right?
Yes. www.caribbeanfocus.tv. Yes, that is the website. And I just want to say, if you guys have feedback or if you have an event or conference or
Isn't that birthday shout out?
And birthday shout outs. Make sure you email us at CaribbeanFocusTV@gmail.com. See, this is what a birthday shout out looks like, okay? I just want to give a big birthday shout out to 2 of my big friends in Kingston, Jamaica, Mark Blake and Chevy Chase. Woo! Big friends!
Shout out.
Kingston, Jamaica, happy birthday. See? That's what a birthday shout out look like. So, make sure you email us. Let me big up your mommy, your papi, your sister, your brother, everybody.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're having too much fun. I didn't even realize that we've come to the close of another show.
It's time to go. Don't forget, guys, to follow us on social media: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram
and Twitter. Oh yeah.
Make sure you follow us. Keep it locked to Caribbean Focus TV on all the social media outlets.
Most definitely. And check out the website. Browse through those episodes. Browse through those interviews and shows, guys. But guys, thanks for hanging out with us here on AIB on your TV all over Atlanta. You know how it be. This is your girl, Cherrie G, and we got DJ Ezzy B. Thanks for watching the Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused.